and welcome once again to another fantastic episode of Constructing New Walden City. My name is Dr. Wasabi, and today we are in the wonderful shopping district. We have been working on this a lot, including the wonderful Temple Heights Cinema, which I have officially finished, and that will be in my planet Minecraft as the time of this recording. So please check it out. It is on my channel page. But I'll give you a quick fly around. We did actually do a pretty good job on this, to be fair. We did a lovely roof and interior, so please check that out on my planet Minecraft. Okay, so the focus of this video is the shopping mall. Yes, we are building a shopping mall. Now, Wasabi, why are you building a shopping mall? And I'll tell you why. I was looking on Planet Minecraft the other day, and I found a fantastic build by iSkeptical. Yes, that is the name. iSkeptical made this wonderful modern shopping kind of complex area that he built, and I just found it so fascinating the way he built it, because he planned out the flooring and the layout. I just wanted to thank him for giving me inspiration for building this, because it really piqued my curiosity. I found it to be such an interesting idea. If we had these small businesses in the shopping district and this huge kind of corporate shopping center where people would go, a sort of kind of conflict between the two businesses, I thought that'd be a really nice idea and add to the real story that the city has to offer. So what are we going to build this with? I'll show you. So the idea is, I think that the story I've got in my head is that in the beginning, this building was quite an old building. It's made out of marble. It's quite neoclassical. But over time, as with the Fallout universe, it got renovated and turned into this wonderful shopping center by the local corporations. And obviously, because it's got new money, it was able to spend that money on renovations. So it's got a bit of a high-tech layer to it, if that makes any sense. So I actually have done a little layout here so that the original facade will be kept some way in the kind of base of the build, the foundation. But it is going to be having some high-tech colors at the base, and then as we go further up, the actual architecture will start to show out. So we'll be using stuff like calcite, chisel quartz blocks, and of course pillar quartz blocks, because a lot of these old buildings did have a lot of quartz, not quartz, but marble and all of these kind of quartz looking materials, because it was just another way to attract visitors, because they would have these wonderful facades, and then when the places no one was looking, they would just put bricks. So we are going to do that in some way. Obviously, we have a lovely orange concrete and grey terracotta, well, cyan terracotta, but it's pretty much grey, combination to kind of express that, because of course you can see it from the highway. So we are going to put windows on this side. The only side that won't have much detail is this side over here, because it's going to be bordering this massive skyscraper for Anvil Accounting, which is going to be I would say an old skyscraper, because this is the south side of the city where there's a lot more old buildings, and the further you go out into the deep parts of the city, it will become more high-tech and a lot closer to a lot of Fallout games like Fallout New Vegas and Fallout 4. So how tall is this building going to be? I'm thinking it'll be around as tall as maybe the hotel, maybe higher, because I kind of want there to be shopping floors and then office floors where people can, kind of where maybe the workers of the shopping center will be kind of doing office work on the computers, or maybe it's been rented out to another company to work on. You never know. The possibilities are endless with these, especially for one as big as this. I mean, you look at the plots, they're so big. I think it's quite fortunate that I actually did get enough space in, because I was thinking as I was doing the layout, will I have enough space to build this? But fortunately, we do. So I think without further ado, let me just finish off this layer for 1 second. 1 second. That's been bugging me. You know when you have like one layer off from complete leveling out? Look at that. Look at that. Absolutely. My OCD is repaired. So, I think, without further ado, let's get on with a time lapse. And we are back after that time lapse. Now let's see what we have done so far. And I have to say, not bad, not bad, considering this was quite on the fly. I hadn't really planned any of this before. I mean, yes, I did have the inspiration from Planet Minecraft, but to be fair, I think this came out pretty good. A solid result, in my opinion. So what we're going to do now is the interior layout, because I did actually say on my community post, I did post what kind of content do you want for this city episode? Do you want interior? Do you want me to do an exterior? Do you even want me to terraform? And a lot of people said interior. A lot of people said exterior. One comment from my friend Spazza27 YT, a great friend, check him out. He isn't uploading anymore, but he has some fantastic tutorials. He said to me, do an interior wasabi. So I got to split it down the middle and do a compromise. Always love a good compromise. I'm doing the exterior as well as the interior, as far as I can, as far as I can handle 1 week. So what we're going to do, pardon me, is we are going to, let's say, get some stripped spruce wood out, and let's see, what else can we do? Maybe a sandstone. Because the idea is this building itself isn't it isn't a modern building in that the interior is modern as well. It is built out of an old building, so I think what we're going to do is have a more of an old wallpaper to signify that kind of change of character from the outside to the inside. Because this is obviously a mix between high-tech and low-tech styles, which I think is going to be such a contrast. To be fair, we'll see what happens. If it looks bad, then I'll give it a few I'll give it some panache and all that jazz, but let's see what we can do here. I do apologize about my cough. It always happens. I ate an apple not long ago, and I usually get quite well, quite happily. Right, so let's get out a layout. Hey, that rhymed. So we're just bringing this stripped wood around up until the entrance kind of section here, where we are going to do a bit of a box here. Now, of course, the stores themselves aren't going to be that big, and I do actually have a surprise for you when we actually finish this layout. Obviously, I'll tell you when it's finished, but secrets. Let's see, it goes there, and we just bring this along like so. And I think the way I'll do it is that I'll have it stripped down into 4 places, or maybe 3. Yeah, I'll do it for 3. We'll do it like this. So almost like stalls in a sense, I think. And then what we can have is multiple floors of these things, where the bigger shops are on the higher floors, I think. Oh no, it sounds like a pretty interesting idea. I'll see how it goes along. It could be a bad idea, it could be a good idea, but I just love to figure it out. Right, so, I'll tell you what, let's push this wall 1 block forward, because this store's got all of the space. It's only fair to give these stores a bit more, since they're like only half the size. Oh dear. Right, so breaking this, that and that and that and that. Now, one thing we actually need to do in here, which is the most finicky part of any interior, is getting in the stairs and, of course, the lifts. Now, the way we're going to do that is we're going to push this layout forward like so. And what we're going to do is, let's see here, is that measured up correctly? Yes, it is. So, I think the layout for the actual build is going to be an L. Not to spur any memes here, but the way I figure it out is like there's a big path going this way and then out the front door, because that kind of encourages shoppers to kind of walk through. Maybe it's like a little shortcut. I say that it's the same distance outside, but we'll overlook that small discrepancy. It's just a nice feature, because a lot of these shopping malls have it, where it's this big open space. It's almost like the outside, it has its own room, so to speak. And all of these shops or here it's like the kind of front attraction for those who are willing to pay, which I always it's always such a good I would say engine for creativity because you've got different stores. And as we kind of finish out this layout, I just want to say this is a great opportunity because what I'm going to do, if you want a store idea or name, make sure it's Fallouty. It can even be something completely original and that will actually fit into the city. For example, like ovens or something Fallouty, could even be food. Put your ideas in the comments below and I'll read them and I'll even put them as a sign for the store. A completely unique design for the store. I'll even put your name on the sign for those who built it as a little fun community exercise. Because this is such a big build and there's going to be so many shops, it's only fair, I think, if you two have some fun as well. So please put the names of your shop ideas in the comments below, and I'll pick all of them if there's enough. But I will pick them and put them in this shopping center and kind of put your name next to it, and then we'll do a little, I'd say, a little cinematic video later on where we'll show you who's picked whose idea is what, and a great community exercise in all, I think. So, if we do that, what are we doing? Yes, the staircase. So, the staircase is going to go over here. So this box over here is going to be reserved, so to speak, for the elevator and the stairs. So how it's going to work is the elevator will be here, and the stairs will go around the elevator, like so. And I think it's just enough space that will go over. And oh my! Let's see if we can do some snoozing, shall we? I think this is a great break to do a little intermission, so to speak. So I think without further ado, I'm going to work on this interior, make sure the floors are all laid out, and perhaps work on the second floor for you folks, because I really want to get this done and popped out, so to speak. Big enough so it can't really, not that it's going to be finished completely, but we have a good head start, like a work off camera, and show you the end result in a later episode. So I think without further ado, I'll see you after this brief intermission. And we are back after that brief intermission. So I've done a few things, so to speak. I've done the interior and I've done a bit of the second floor. I haven't done a lot because I don't want to kind of skip too far. You just be thinking, oh, I still have everything off camera. But we are going to see what we've done in here. So I actually have carved out some rooms for the first floor. These will be more, I guess, not cheap shops, but they're very much general stores in that fashion. So just general clothing, general food, and there might be like a little cafeteria in here, a little restaurant, so to speak. And over here is the lift and the staircase. Now it may be a bit of a tight squeeze towards the rest of the floor, but this will go up and there'll be different floors for different shops. It's a very interesting design I've come up with. I'm really quite fascinated to see how it's going to turn out. But what we're going to do, just to finish off the interior, at least for this episode, before we go on to our final task of today, is we are going to, let's see here, we're going to carve out a lovely mosaic on the actual mall itself, because it's a bit bland having this what is this, white concrete floor. It almost looks grey under this under the light, but no, we are going to do a wonderful mosaic on the floor just to kind of bring a bit of class to the build itself and the interior, because I don't want to leave it just kind of a bit bare bones, if you ask me. So we're just gonna bring this around here like so. It's bringing the granite along, just like that. So, why did I choose granite, you may say? I have no idea. I just brought this out of my inventory and we're just going along with it. Oh god, I am scared of my own random creativity sometimes. Let's see, how many blocks is that away? That's 2 blocks. Okay, lovely jubbly. We just pushed out by 1. And then what we need to do is... Okay, we're going to do a bit of command block wizardry. Well, not command block, but you know what I mean. 194, 67, and minus 100. Sorry, 444. It's the devil's number. And we go on to the corner here. Like so. Wait, it's 444. That's no. Okay, I'm stupid. Ignore me, folks. The devil's number. What am I talking about? Okay, so we got the coordinates in. All we need to do now is add the specific ID. Now for Bedrock, it should be... No, that's no. We'll get there. Okay, that's polished. 7. No, it's stone. 8. Okay, no, I think I know what it is. Is it 2? Aha! We did it. Okay, so honestly, with command block IDs, like command IDs, apologies, it is so hit and miss because you have to remember them for specific builds. And honestly, it is just so, I wouldn't say annoying, but you just saw it right there. I had to go through every block until I actually found it. Right, we go here and here. Like so. 173, lovely jubbly, 67, and minus 423. That's 423, and of course we go stone 2. Wonderful, absolutely wonderful. Now, what we can do is add a bit of granite over here. Granite. Is it granite or granite? That's going to distract me. Moving on, we're just going to add some of this lovely stone because granite/granite is a stone. Not too much, but it has to look like it's been stepped on thousands of times by all the go-getting shoppers and customers. So just like that. And one thing we will do is... maybe a... Ooh, I have an idea. 1 second, folks. 1 second. Let me just bring out something. What is it? Yes. Bring out this. So if that's the... Yes, I know what to do. This is going to be... my mosaic piece, so to speak. What we'll do, we'll get some copper, some lovely waxed copper over here, like so, and some dark prism. Now, how does that look? I think that is just about the right combination of colors. Again, if we want to go back and change this, we can. So I'm going to leave this here to kind of copy along and see what I can do off camera. The actual final piece of the puzzle, so to speak, that we're going to do is the mall sign itself. So let's finish this off, shall we? Not the entire build, but the sign. That level? Yeah, that's level. Okay. So, one thing I want to do is I want there to be a connection between the base color scheme and this kind of big wall that we've got going there. Because the idea is I want to fit in a sign which says mall. And I'll be either in, let's say, prismarine or some slabs that I'll kind of light up with light blocks. But anyway, let's see what we can actually do here. Now, I'm quite set on the cobbled deep slate, so let's see how that actually looks. So go across here. Now I think I actually will cover up this part because this is the only part which hasn't been covered over. I've brought in a lovely cobblestone to cover up the kind of rim, so to speak. So if we go like, I'll tell you what, it may be, yeah, it's gonna be a lot better just to do it like this, because then there's too much pillar sticking out, so to speak. Because if you look here, it only goes out by one, and then there's the wall to the windows. Well, future windows, so to speak. So let's just build this up. Nice and good. Like so. Such a strange sound when you place it down. Always has a glint, so to speak, when you place it down. It's very strange. It always reminds me of placing down amethysts. Maybe there's a connection there that I'm missing. Oh. Right, so we're nearly at the top. There we go. So we need to figure out how many floors this is going to be. So I managed to figure out that... Let's finish this off. Oh, we got some... Another night has dawned. Well, set, so to speak. Oh, I'm full of words today. Let's sleep. Da-da-da-da. Snore, snore, snore. Sun be gone. Or moon be gone. Oh. What are you doing, sneaking up on me, Mr. Sun? So, the floor idea is that I have... Well, that was ominous. Anyway, the floor height is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then it'll be 1, 2. Sorry, it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that'll be the roof. That'll be the floor, and that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so we need to at least bring this up by a few blocks, like so. Now you may be wondering, Wasabi, how did you get all these pillars up so fast? Well, the idea is I actually save one of them as a structure block, and then I'm able to paste them all over the building. And the actual trouble with it was actually measuring out all the pillars, because obviously it's a different design at the back than it is at the front and at the corner. So that actually was the most difficult part, believe it or not. So if we build this up like so, lovely jubbly, I'm going to give it a few blocks of girth, so to speak, just to give room for the actual sign. So let's see what we can actually come up with. I'm thinking something like, not purple. Oh, we could actually do purple, but that's the same as Pip's Pizzeria, so I don't want there to be any oversaturation, because a lot of these signs are supposed to be very... they just have to stand out. Awkward silence averted, but it is a good point. They do actually have to stand out. So I may go with the color scheme here and do something, maybe orange or something along those lines. Let's see what we can make. Let's make buildings together. Let's make... I know what I'm doing, folks. Just ignore me. So we got ourselves a lovely M. So M-A-L-L. Okay. So I think I know how to do this. If we do one L like so. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Because we have to make it balance out, you see. So if I go with an A there. Lovely jubbly. Okay, got something going here. Remember, we have to make it work. So, I think mall. That actually might work. Let's see here. If I go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now, the problem with that is that it goes down too much. Although, that may not actually be a bad thing. Because what I could do is have some kind of, not art, but kind of signage or light system down at the bottom here. Oh, actually, that actually makes perfect sense. If I I'm a genius. I'm a hidden genius. Look at this. If I bring that L down, not to the bottom, but just before the bottom, that is the perfect placement. Because think about it. You're looking up at the mall sign. You're not going to see it if it's straight at the bottom. So I think I just avoided a very messy mix-up, so to speak. So if I go 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, and then perhaps we make it a bit more visible, like so, along with this M. I think that may be done. Let me just change a few things here. So to speak, yeah, we are done. That is pretty good in my opinion. I'll tell you what, I'm going to... Yeah, I think we're done for this episode. I am loving this design, folks. It was completely a spur of the moment thing, but I'm really glad I did it because this is turning out quite swimmingly, in my opinion. I want to thank you so much for tuning into episode 27 of Constructing New Walden City. I'm so glad that you just come over to watch my videos. It just melts my heart. If you do like what I do, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. I do uploads in the weekends and live streams when I'm able in the weekdays. My name has been Dr. Wasabi. I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. And of course, as always, God bless.
And now, folks, it's time to say goodnight. We sincerely appreciate your patronage and hope we've succeeded in bringing you an enjoyable evening of entertainment. Please drive home carefully and come back again soon. Good night.